Seagulls Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live here at Norm Lowry Gym on the campus of Everett High School, home of the Everett Seagulls. It's boys basketball time here on STSPN.com. Mark Aucutt, Todd Elvig bringing you the action, and it is so sweet to always come here, Todd. This is a great facility. We have excellent sight lines, and the way they redid this gym a few years ago has just created an incredible atmosphere.
It's just
and
keep
Todd
talking.
Are you there?
I'm trying. There
you go.
Oh, hey. No, it's awesome. You know, I didn't know this was the Lowry Gym because I know that it says down on the thing. What's his name? Joe Richardson Court.
Joe Richard
Court.
Yeah. So I think it's the court too. Here's Norm Lowry. Or as far as the overall,
the gym, the whole
facility. And Norm was just a legend as a coach here, and of course the Lowry sons, Mike Lowry, a very good friend and a fellow Cougar, all part of that Lowry dynasty up here. We want to get to the starting lineups right off the bat here, so let's take a look at the Arlington Eagles as much as we can before the anthem. First of all, starting as a 6'3" senior wing is Joseph Schmidt. Also starting as a senior 6'1" wing, that's Ryan Brown. Starting as a senior and a 6'10" post.
6'10"?
Yeah, that's right. That's Will Abram, all right? He's the big one. Luke Brown also starts. He is a 5'10" sophomore guard. And rounding out the lineup, this guy averages 17 points per game, just a sophomore. That will be a 5'9" sophomore guard, Ethan Martin. The head coach in his 12th season is Nick Brown, with assistants Nathan Davis, Jeff Bryson, and Alex Iverson.
Boy, I like that trap set over there.
Well, I tell you, there's a lot of stuff to like in this gym tonight. We have a look now at the Everett Seagulls coming up. We're going to take a timeout and then come back with the lineup for the Everett Seagulls right here on STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we are ready to bring you the starting lineups for the Everett Seagulls. First of all, let's check it out with Jeremy Reed starting as a 5'10" junior guard. Also starting for the Seagulls. This guy can light it up and do a lot of great things for him. He is a 6-foot junior guard. That's Taras Fizienko. Fizienko is the starting guard there also for the Everett Seagulls. Starting as a junior guard forward, 6-foot Ronnie Kildell. Kildall starting as a junior guard for them as well, so kind of a small lineup to get things going in that sense. Also starting is Peter Wilson. Wilson is a 6-foot guard forward, sophomore. And rounding out the lineup will be Daryl Milam. He is a 6'2" senior forward. So we are getting ready to go. The head coach of the Everett Seagulls is Bobby Thompson. He is in his first year. We'll talk a good amount about Bobby and his sister Jeannie and their great tradition and legacy here at Everett High School. You got brother and sister as the head boys and girls basketball coach here for the Seagulls. I am excited to be here. Our broadcast is presented by Speedway Chevrolet, and you can check them out at speedwaychevrolet.com. Three-point basket is good. That was a beauty. Good ball movement, and the Eagles get it done. Connecting is Joe Schmidt. 3-0 to get things started here. Again, Mark Aucutt, Todd Elvig bringing you the action on STSPN.com. There's a soft little jumper. That's good by Milam. Well, they counter right back, getting the basket. So we're on the south side over here. They have a walking area around it. It's not lined out like a track, but it kind of allows people to go around. And we saw people, or have seen people here, Todd, walking around, just getting some exercise, especially this time of year with the shorter days and the darkness. But this facility does give you a slight resemblance of the Walt Price Sports and Activities and Fitness Center there at Everett Community College. And oh my, you will be there for the 5th consecutive year with full blanket coverage of 32 games over 6 days, 2 weekends for the NWAC tournament coming up in March.
NWAC basketball, men's and women.
Yeah, that's a very, very fun time. Right now we're doing high school, though, just about a minute 12 seconds in to the first quarter, first half, as each team has scored a basket. And Arlington with the basketball. Oh, nice steal. Arlington with the black uniforms, silhouetted numbers, not too hard for us to see from up here. Seagulls with Gulls spelled across the front. This is the School of Champions. They've won a lot of great championships in their history. Both schools with long-time traditions. This is back in the day, too, when you didn't have Cascades or Jacksons or some of these other schools, or Marysville, Getchell's. And Todd, it was Arlington, Everett, Snohomish, Monroe. You didn't have, because it was one school for the area. Underneath, tough miss right there. Here come the Eagles out of back court. Nice touch, a little bit short on it though. Excellent follow-up in return. Look at that, inside. Coming through, that is Will Abram. Back to a 3-point lead for the Eagles.
Is that the 7-foot guy?
That's the 6'10" guy, yeah.
6'10".
Yeah, rounding up.
Rounding up.
Rounding up, he would be 7 feet. But yeah.
That's amazing.
And then his hair is got some extension on it too. So basically you could say about, actually at full peak, he's at about 7'1". You and I cannot grow our hair like that anymore. We don't have enough left, but, you know. We still have, you know, we're doing all right. You know, we got to stick up for that too. But Now he is. It's fun to watch somebody that big on a high school court.
Wow, it is too, isn't it?
All right, they move the ball back and forth, pull up, not going to get in there. Nice hand, though, by the tall guy, taps it out. That was a great play. Ryan Brown takes it in for the basket, but it was set up by the tap that time by Abram. He just popped his hand out there with the height differential and got it to Ryan and got the job done. 7-2 our score. He says, okay, I'll just take that shot. He was wide open. You got to hit those when you got that much space between you and the next guy. Saw Karen Brown, the wife of Nick Brown. She's been a great friend of our broadcast through the years, and they've also done a lot with the Coaches Against Cancer. She's a breast cancer survivor herself, and it's always great to see the Browns here. It's really got a lot of family affair there. That one swatted out of bounds with the Browns, and then, of course, the Thompsons. So,
yeah, we had both the Thompsons on during the Bruegel Fest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is a really cool thing, too, when Cascade and Everett have the doubleheader, both girls and boys. Schools in close proximity to each other. Well, they worked it around well. They're just, both teams are having trouble hitting their shots. 4 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter. He's had a nice set of looks and releases. He's just off the mark. That's 3 misses. Milam trying to find that spot. Everett down by the 5 points. High post play right there. Well, he's going to pop it off the rim again. We got a push off. That's going to go against Arlington. It'll be the first foul of the game.
Take it you can't do that.
No, that's something you can't. So let's see. That foul is going to go against Arlington's Ryan Brown, his first team foul. And with 3:40 to go in the first quarter, the Seagulls will come out of backcourt. Now, my flight up from the greater Angle Lake Heights area, where I have the compound where I live at, a little thick coming up the road today.
That is right, and you didn't have your transportation secretary driving, so you couldn't take the carpool.
Correct, and we'll get to that here coming up. We got a timeout on the floor. 3:23 left to go. First quarter. Arlington up 7-2. Western Conference boys basketball action on STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back. We are here at Everett High School, home of the Seagulls, at the pit.
Everett loves us.
You know, and we love Everett back. Thank you to the athletic director and the administration here, and for the 3 schools at the high school level in Everett School District.
That one counts.
Nice basket. So Everett gets their second field goal of the game. And moving the ball around are the Arlington Eagles. Break down how these teams have done. Yeah, we got a whistle. We call 3 in the key. I think he did. So that's 7-4. It was a little bit ambiguous.
Nah, I don't think that's the right score. I think it should be 7-5. If it was a three-pointer.
Was it a 3?
Maybe it was a 2.
I think he had his foot inside. So here comes Everett. Now a 3-pointer, according to the scoreboard, would tie things up. And the great defense applied by Arlington. Not easy to get a rebound with that guy in there.
Nope. He doesn't even have to jump, I don't think.
Will Abram is a senior. There's a pull-up jumper. Oh, soft touch. Right on the money. Coming out of backcourt now. You've got the jumper good off the soft touch himself by Pasienko.
That guy's all motor.
9-6 our score. Abram just needs to take it to the rack. Ooh, that did not end well.
And that didn't look good either.
When a person says, just take it in there, cramming it on him. Seagulls in front court, less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Not a very high-scoring game. Lots and lots of missed shots out there here in the first quarter. You and I are going to be spending some quality time together over the next 2 weeks.
That is absolutely correct, and we have a.
Oh, that was a beautiful shot.
That was beauty.
Yeah, he needed that. They needed that. So it makes it 9-9. We are tied for the first time. But count tonight, I got 6 with you through the end of the regular season. That carries through February 10th. And Mike Ladeau, who's been with us before, is going to join me for a couple on the 29th and 5th. He did pin that against the board, but no goaltending was called. Here comes Arlington again. Ooh, missed on that one. Gets another crack at it. Got it the second time. Good job. Schmidt back on top by 2 points. And, yeah, we've got a nice competition going on here. Nice battle so far between these two teams. Some substitutions for the Arlington Eagles.
We'd like to give a shout-out to the Arlington Booster Club. They they went ahead and followed us on Twitter today.
Well, we certainly appreciate that, and all the booster clubs. And up there in Arlington, we love coming to Arlington. We'd like to come up there more often. And
yes,
if the booster club would like to make a mention of that to the athletic department, we'll be there more often. We love it there.
That'd
and
be Tom
Nick Brown
Royce.
told me personally they love having us. So whatever it takes.
That is absolutely correct. We just are here for the kids. You know what?
That's what it's about.
Who wants us gets us.
Right. And, you're working to go here in the first quarter. Let's take a timeout as well. This is STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home.
All right, we're nearing the end of the first quarter. I'm Mark Aucutt with Todd Elvig, and we have a nice crowd here tonight. It's energetic. This is one of those nights you walk in the gym and you feel it the minute you walk into a facility like this. Arlington with the basketball. 13 on the shot clock, 21 on the quarter clock, so they got plenty of time. There's no need to force it, although he gets the job done. Coming through, Bryce Peterson. Back up by 1 point. Is this starting to show some zigzagging in the game, some back and forth. Driving in, underneath, good defense. Out, better move it up court, 2 seconds. Come on now, 1, you didn't get it done. All right, 13-12 is our score. We're at the end of 1 quarter, and this is STSPN.com.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Special thanks to Gene Johnson, Plumbing and Heating, a great sponsor for STSPN.com. Thank you, Gene, and his staff and plumbers that get out there and fix what you need.
That is right.
13-12 is our score. Arlington is up by 1 point. Entering the second quarter. What's really great about this facility is that they have these raised areas where we're at. So, I mean, the seats go all the way down in front of us, but with the scorers table and that, they can't put them all out there. They are down all the way across from us. There's a section. Oh, how did he miss that shot? There you go. Work it out. Yes, good job. That's Colby Williamson with a couple of points. It's back to a 3-point lead. And Arlington's doing a really good job inside of getting those second and third chance points down there. But the Seagulls, had they hit a couple of more of those shots, they'd be in great shape. They're still holding well at down just by 3 points. But I was going to say, you have that, when you see the end zones there, you see how the stands are up a little bit. I like that because it gives you that feeling from up above, kind of almost like Hoosiers, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Basket by Bryce Peterson. Great looking shot from the left side. Back to a 5-point lead for the Eagles at 17-12. Their previous biggest lead at 5 points was at 7-2. I think we got an offensive foul coming up. I saw some movement away from the ball. Peter Wilson called for the foul, his first, second team foul. But yeah, this one with that great fast pace of the game, and I also think, Todd, with the time of year, these teams are just in full gear right now.
Yes, they are, and they're.
Oh my, that was a great pass and shot. It's the pass that set it up. 8-point lead. 20-12, Arlington up by 8. We'll take and have a timeout. 6:39 to go, second quarter here on STSPN.com.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are well into the second quarter, 6.5 to go. An 8-point lead for the Arlington Eagles. They led by 1 at the end of the first quarter, so a 7-0 run. Is their defense has been strong throughout. Everett pushed out a little bit further now with that defense. That's a good bit of ball movement in itself, and a basket by Feostenko. Arlington moving it well themselves. Can't connect on the shot. Feostenko coming through now with a total of 5 points. Underneath, gets it done. Andrew Hicks with his first 2. And got to hand it to Everett. Each time they've fallen down by a decent margin, 5 and then 8 points, they've regrouped and come right on back. So they're down by 4 points right now, erasing half of that deficit. Again, the Arlington Eagles are in the black uniforms. Silhouetted numbers and letters. Seagulls in the white. Going from your right to left are the Arlington Eagles right now. They keep moving it well. 7 seconds on the shot clock. We got a grab. That'll be the third team foul against Everett. Teams are going to rotate some players in. That foul is going to be called against Jamiri Reed. They shut off, and the defense really strong for the Seagulls. End up with the basketball. Here they come out of back court. Pull-up jumper outside the arc, just off the mark. And Arlington got another try at it coming the other direction. Strong rebound that time, too. Air ball connects with nothing but the Seagulls player right there, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So it's getting a little loose downstairs. One of the neat things here, too, Todd, and we're seeing it now more and more with the gymnasiums, that especially like right here where the gymnasium itself was actually rebuilt and remodeled right where the old one was, only the floor went the other direction. It went north-south. Now it goes east and west. But they took the wood out of the original floor and certain areas, and they put it up on the walls in the entry area. And with the Seagull in the air and stuff, it just looks really, really good.
No, I think that this is how most gyms should be configured. They can make them bigger, but this is just such a perfect atmosphere.
Yeah, it's really hard. It really feels like a field house in here, which is, to me, the best type of settings for high school and college basketball. Alaska Airlines Arena down in Seattle. Aucutt is very much like that Butler University, and I don't know. There's just something about, and that's the Walt Price Activities Fitness
Center,
and the basketball center there definitely has that field house feel.
And they have an elevator.
That's kind of nice. Of course, we come in the back door
Yeah,
here.
well, that's what I'm saying. Is the Everett,
well, that's another thing.
both
yeah.
Everett facilities are very convenient.
This is a guy, and I asked him if they brought anybody up from JV, and they said no. But this is a guy wearing number 12. I want to say it is Trent Novak, but I want to go down and find out at halftime because there wasn't any mention of an add-on. So he's got 2 points. He just missed the foul shot. This is the first trip to the line for either team. The foul was on Jeremy Reed, his first fourth team foul. Only one team foul for Arlington so far with 4:03 to go in the second quarter. That one is right on the money. 3 points, and it's a 3-point lead for Arlington. Seagulls off the mark, and want to mention too, we have the selection of the Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game as they sponsored a t-shirt. That one just popping out of there. Here comes Everett the other direction into front court. He thought shot again, but Milam has had trouble connecting on those outside shots. We got a bump and push and a foul. That's going to be against Jaden Roskelly, his first foul, second team foul, outside of shooting, so it's going to be on the floor.
I have to take a picture of this tripod because we had it set up in the living room and the wife was laughing at it because it's so big.
Okay, now that would be it then, because you said I got something new. Is that it? Is that brand new? Oh, you're pointing to something. What is that? Oh, Alienware you have? Is that something new?
We're testing it.
So, okay, there's a missed shot. We'll stay with the game right here. Of course, that's of high importance. And that is going to be out of bounds, last touch by Arlington. Okay, so you point to Alienware. What is it the computer?
Yeah, I think anybody that hears the word Alienware knows exactly what it is.
Unfortunately,
that's like saying
as much as I am into tech to a certain degree, that one, okay, so tell me what it is.
It's like Sennheiser. It's the best.
Well, now you got my attention.
Yeah. It's a gaming laptop, and it's supposed to have all the stuff. It is pretty great. We're trying it out. If it works, then we might buy into it. But
so you're doing like a spec job with it.
We are.
You're doing a little bit of testing to see. There's a miss. Still a 3-point lead for Arlington. They stay with the basketball, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Last touch is the big guy, Abram, with a couple of turnovers in this one. So when you say that, do you reach out to him and say, hey, here's what I do. Can you send me one so I can test this and see how it works with how it integrates with my other equipment? And
yeah, we have a Dell Small Business Advisor that hooks us up with things from time to time, and we test them, and we bought a couple of other things, but this is a fairly sizable purchase, and we're kind of waiting to see what the Wesco League does before we make any other big purchases.
You don't want to get over your head on it, but I'll tell you, financially you got to watch that too. Of course, the more games we get to do, the more sponsorships we get, the more we can buy these, or Todd can buy these great pieces of equipment, which
well, it's all about the end picture, right? We want to be able to have it so that people can see and view, and it's not all interrupted. And
I got a foul going in that time. That's going to go against Arlington. 1:44 to go in the second quarter.
I tell you, this is a competitive game.
It really is.
Yep.
That foul's against Luke Brown, his first. Team foul number 3. At the line will be Fasienko. He's got 5 points so far. This is the first trip to the line for the Seagulls. They pretty much let him go in this one. And they just let him play some basketball out there. You got to like that. It's Philip James, Jeff Heller, and Darren Lingle are officials in this one. 1 point game, 21-20. In it goes. Beautiful. Great, excellent execution with the passing and then the shot. 3-point lead again for Arlington. Their biggest lead has been 8 at 20-12. So obviously the Seagulls, when they erased it down to a 1-point deficit, were able to go on a nice run right there. 8-1 run. Still 8-3. Well, just great that you're able to budget that out and continue to improve on the technology. We certainly see that every year on the high school level. And then NWAC, it's like going in there upstairs and seeing the setup. I feel it's like walking into a network like ESPN or FS1 or something like that.
Well,
CBS.
NWAC has been pretty good to us, and frankly, everything that we do all year long is kind of in support of them. We map out all of our strategies ahead of that tournament because it's the largest tournament we do in the year.
Yeah.
And we don't want to have any mistakes for that.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot of fun to be involved in. That one's out of bounds. A lot of turnovers. Arlington with 9 turnovers. Everett with 6. 107 to go in the second quarter. 3-point lead. Seagulls with an opportunity to tie right here. They did tie it earlier and then took the lead briefly. Working, weaving around now, trying to find some space inside. Good job getting it outside that time, but no room to go. Good matchup by the big guys. 16 on the shot clock. Oh, big steal. You could see that. Telegraphed it. Here we go. With great hands, too. 2 shots. That's going to send Ryan Brown to the foul line. Fouls on Ronnie Kildall, his first. Team foul number 6. 1 away from bonus time, but late in the first half, 39 seconds to go. At the foul line will be Brown. Couple of points, his first trip to the line. Spot on, averages 7 points per game. Now, you were involved in NWAC soccer this year too, weren't you?
And the year before.
Tournament? Yeah, okay, good.
Championship tournament, yep.
And where did they hold that at?
Down at the Starfire Sports.
Starfire, sure.
So we do we also do a lot of lacrosse in the spring. We also do their championships, girls and boys.
Is that for NWAC or high school?
No, that's state.
State, yeah. Okay, no,
But they're not part of WIAA yet. So
no, they're not. That's true. Lacrosse hasn't quite got that distinction, but it's just a short matter of time because that sport is just growing by leaps and bounds. Oh,
mama!
Wow, pure rainbow. Pot of gold at the end of that one. 2-point lead. Arlington better shake and bake right here. Now we got a foul. Now the quarter clock, the buzzer went off, but they're going to have to reset it because we do have a foul. I think there was about 0.4 on the clock when the foul was committed.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Hey, sports fans, do you want to know when and where your favorite teams in the Wesco Conference are playing? Who won the game last night and what the current standings are? Well, it's easy to find out on WescoAthletics.com. The information is entered by athletic directors and coaches, so you know it's accurate and up to date, making WescoAthletics.com the place to view official schedules, scores, standings, photos for all the schools and all the sports in the Wesco Conference. Check out WescoAthletics.com, the official website of the Wesco Conference.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows where this is going, and that's the fun part of it. It could go either way. For Arlington, they're up 26-23, or for Everett, they're down by 3 points, but they have hung in there against the Eagles, and a few more made field goals, and this game has a different complexity. I'm Mark Aucutt. Todd Elvig is here. We got our great sponsors as well, GNS Heating, Cooling, and Air Conditioning.
You know, that's one that I really wanted to mention because GNS has just been a great supporter. and we're kind of courting them right now, and I think those just a great bunch of guys over there.
No, that's fantastic. Court away, and let's get it done because they've been with us for some time, and we want to keep having them on board and sponsoring these great events like what you're viewing tonight. We're here for the grassroots. We're here to bring you what is the heart and soul of communities, and that is high school sports and activities for our youth. You want them to turn out right? Well, this is where you want to focus it and focus your dollars to support this as well. Oh, baby! Quiet in the first half.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah, you did. Will Ambrim just had 2 points in the first half and now doubles that with the two-handed slam right down below us there.
And we got that on replay.
That'll be something fun to look at. Everett now going from right to left in the white uniforms, Arlington in their black uniforms. Again, good look, but he couldn't get it to drop. Here comes Brown out of backcourt. Good ball handler, crossover dribble. That's not going to count. Foul is on the floor. Yes, had a chance to pop down there. I wanted to double check a couple of things at halftime, Todd, and we did find out they switched Ethan Martin from 43 to 12. So that is who 12 is for the Arlington Eagles. So that foul goes against Everett. Third foul on Jeremy Reed.
See, that's our crack reporting.
Got to stay on top of these things. I'm like, why didn't I hear about this early? Well, it happens. Popped out. Arlington gets another crack at it. A minute into the third quarter. Way short. Oh, we got a foul over the back right there. That is going to go against Ryan Brown. His second foul. First team foul. Arlington committed just 3 fouls in that first half. 6 committed by Everett. You know, another thing I like about here is, if people can't tell how much I love coming here to announce and work with you, of course, is the fact that we have this area we can stand up and announce the game. You feel like you can really move around, and almost to the point of demanding the coach to put me in the lineup.
Yeah, that's right.
Great block down low. Here come the Eagles, soaring. Yes! Joe Schmidt wraps it up. Great find by Ryan Brown. It's a 7-point lead. Biggest lead of the game has been 8 for Arlington. That's short. And there's Brown once again right on the money. He's playing a good game. Nick Sonnen holding his own and then some. Great performance by Mr. Ryan Brown. Pull-up jumper. That rims out of there. Arlington now with an opportunity to get their biggest lead of the game. 2 minutes into the third quarter. They're going to take a little time going to the half-court set. Brown up top looking around. He says, okay, I'll take it in. A little trouble there and gets control but misses the shot. That defense was really strong by Jeremy Reed. Reed's played some good defense throughout this entire game. We got a foul on the other end. That's going to go against Arlington. It'll be team foul number 2. No shots, just out of bounds. That's also against Ryan Brown. No, they're going to call that against Abram. They're slow to put that up there. I thought it was Abram.
Well, they didn't like something there.
It's like a timeout almost called there. What are they putting there? Putting the teams to their sides. Double foul, okay. All right, so it's going to go against Arlington's Luke Brown. His second, third team. And for Everett, Taras Fesienko with his first foul, and that will be second team.
Well, we got some of the usuals here on our chat on YouTube saying they think that Arlington looks a little bit more fluid.
Well, we really appreciate people chiming in. That's one of the fun parts with your technology. That was a bell and whistle added about 4 years ago, when you got that big grin on your face and you go, hey, I got to tell you about this new thing I got, yeah. Which happens a lot. There it is. Ryan Brown connecting. 9-point lead for the Eagles, up by the biggest margin they've held in this game. Lead switched hands early on a couple of times. It was tied in that first quarter, too. And we have a foul over on the other side.
I think it's getting close to a timeout for
Luke
for
Brown
Everett
called
to
for
slow
the
them
foul.
down.
Yeah, sometimes you need to stop things, reassess, reassess the situation, and then come back out with a different mindset. Tapped away, and Arlington will get control of it. Again, now with that 9-point lead, chance to put it into double figures. So this is the Norm Lowry Gymnasium, but Joe Richer Court. A couple of legends, and they've had quite a few here at Everett High School. Underneath, yes, gets it done. Jaden Kelly with his first 2 points of the game. It's an 11-point lead. There's the Everett timeout we were talking about. 34-23, an 11-point lead is the biggest of the game for Arlington or either team. 4:55 to go, third quarter. This is STSPN.com.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. An 11-point lead. Arlington holding court right now as Seagulls need to put something together. They're going to fall behind by an even bigger margin. Now what do we have?
What happened there? They didn't start the clock or something?
That might be the case. I'm looking around, and that looks like through process of elimination, that's what it would be. There's a push-off. Arlington's going to be called for this one. They're starting to rack up the fouls. That'll be their 5th team foul. They just had 3 in the first half. Foul is called against Kelly, his 2nd. Leader for them in fouls is Luke Brown. He has a total of 3. Inside the foul line, no, but there's the rebound. Reed out to his brother, misses on the shot. Will Abram with the strong board, 6'10". So we had a reach around foul that time.
Yeah, you can't coach height.
No, you can't. That's a great point. Reed called for his 2nd foul. Now make that 3rd foul as they update that. Team foul number 3. Abram? Yes. Boy, you better make it look easy when you're at that height. He's got a total now of 6 points. Not a lot when you consider the size of the guy, but I'll tell you.
But his boards, he's had a lot of them.
He's had some nice boards, blocks, and a portion of the reason why Arlington's up by 13 points right now.
Yeah, Everett just needs to settle down a little bit.
Halfway through the third quarter, Arlington with the big 13-point lead, their biggest lead of the game. Here they work it into front court now. Oh, that was a slick move. Getting it done is Kelly. Are they going to allow him to have the basket? I was going to say it looked like an offensive foul, and that is the case. We're not going to allow that basket to go in, or count rather. It went in, this doesn't count. That's his 3rd foul, 6-team foul. Now there's a case, Todd, where when that does occur, you want to take that opportunity and turn it to your advantage when you go the other direction. Yeah, come down here, blast down court, hit a 3-pointer, and get on defense and force it back to you. Because right now they're at a point where when you count all of regular time in this game at 11 minutes and 49 seconds, yes, still in the third quarter, just past the midway point, but the clock does start becoming a factor when you're down by this many points.
I'd just like to note that Billy Cutter thinks that KC is going to beat 49ers.
Well, I think that's worth talking about. What's his name, Billy Cutter?
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, thanks for tuning in. Not that we want to sit here and talk football at this moment, although I know a lot of people could talk football 24/7, 365 or 366 this year. Here come the Arlington Eagles, and that's deflected away. I personally think the team with red and gold colors is going to win this Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that is going to happen. It's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's.
Oh, count it. Coming through will be Ethan Martin for his 4th and 5th points of the game, taking it up to a 15-point lead, and he was fouled. That'll be team foul number 4 against Everett, and the foul is going to be called on Reed, Jeremy Reed. I'm double checking to make sure. Yeah, that would be his 4th.
Give a shout out to the Arlington people if anybody there is liking this high definition basketball.
Yeah, go ahead and head on over to Tom Ray's office, the athletic director, knock on his door and hand him a note, say how much you enjoy Arlington Eagle games being on STSPN.com. We'd love to come back up there again.
Great facility up there.
Oh, it really is. Driving in and popping it home will be Fesienko. He's now got 14 points, and he was fouled. So he'll have a chance at a 3-point play. The foul was called on Nick Lewis, his first. 17 fouls now against the Arlington Eagles. We'll see if that plays a factor. And making it good will be Fesienko. That is his 3rd foul shot and 3rd make from the line. 13-point lead for the Eagles, in down low underneath. Comes loose. Gulls coming out of backcourt again. Here's an opportunity to close that gap and getting to be crucial moments to do that. Misses on the shot. They've missed a lot of those three-pointers.
Man, they have missed a lot.
10 misses out there from beyond the arc. Eagles into front court now.
I wonder if they just don't feel they can get in the inside. I'm curious about that.
It's hard to get inside with Arlington, not just the size, but the defense has been really strong. And so we do have a foul coming up. That's against Everett. It'll be their 5th foul. And team foul, or personal foul, number 4 against Jeremy Reed. So he and Jeremy, his brother, each have 4 fouls. Underneath, oh, there's a foul. Didn't call it.
Not quite in the bonus.
I can't believe he didn't call foul right there. He banged into him. All right, here they come the other direction. Everett, got to make these shots. Does not. Outlet pass, there's contact. Just depends on how they call it. I'd say that would go against Arlington because Nick Lewis was coming down and crashed into the Everett player, but we'll see what they decide here. Oh, interesting. That foul is going to go against Fesienko.
They don't have the 7-footer in there right now either.
They do not, but they do have some good size out there. One of the guys for Arlington out there right now that's good size is Nick Lewis. Not only is he tall at 6'4", but he's got a wide body too.
We're getting close to bonus now for him.
Yeah, we're getting there now all the way across. So that foul is going to go against Daryl Milam, his first foul, 7th team foul, and it's going to be foul shots the rest of the way unless it's an offensive foul. So you got a player for Arlington setting up at the line right there, and the shot is good. That is Quinton Jan Wagner. Quinton Jan Wagner with the basket on the foul shot. First trip to the line in the second half for Arlington. Back up to a 14-point lead. 2 minutes exactly to go here in the third quarter. We've got a timeout called. We'll take a break as well, as it looks like Arlington wants to talk things over. 15-point lead for the Eagles here on STSPN.com.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mark Aucutt with Todd Elvig here at Everett High School, the Pit, home of the Seagulls. The Seagulls are down by 15 points with less than 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're very happy to have you with us on the broadcast, joining us worldwide. I give them the announcement downstairs and say we are broadcasting worldwide because we are. And we have a foul called against Arlington. That's going to go against Bryce Peterson, his first. Team foul number 8. It'll be 2 shots. Vasienko at the foul line. He has a total of 15 points, and he's 3 for 3, now 4 for 4 from the foul line. This guy's had a real smooth game. Averages 22 points per game. And he does well in steals and assists, 3 steals a game, 4 assists a game. He'll also get you some boards. That one rims out of there, though. Arlington will have the basketball, working their way out of backcourt. Gavin Hawthorne, the junior, in the game for the Eagles with 1:40 to go in the third quarter, and they are up by 14 points. Several possession lead, but you never know. This is a game of runs. That's a tough one to defend off the excellent pass that time from Nick Lewis. He finds Bryce Peterson. Peterson pops it in, takes it back to a 16-point lead. Yeah, and Todd, we were talking during the break, and it's just you see the kids out here, you feel the energy in the room. Yeah, the minute you walk in, like here, it very much has that feel, the energy level, and a lot of that is energy from youth. It's young people coming together, enjoying these moments. We were there when we were in high school. I couldn't wait to get to the gym. I was deeply involved with our basketball team. I couldn't wait to get to the game. It was my life. With the basket, putting it in is Daniel Woodard. His first 2 points of the game makes it a 14-point lead for Arlington, still up by a very good margin. Off the backside of the rim, here come the Seagulls out of backcourt. Good ball movement. Vasienko drives in, misses the shot, but he was fouled. But yeah, it was all about, and I enjoyed high school down there in the south end, the Angle Lake area, going to high school at Tyee. And we had a great basketball program. They were ranked number 1 in the state our junior year, tied with Marysville High School. Had a great experience with that.
Yeah, but imagine if Grandma could have watched it.
Exactly. Boy, is that a great point. Now, that's an excellent point. My grandparents down in California, well, they couldn't watch the game because we didn't have something like STSPN.com back then.
Boy, I tell you, the amount of emails that we get for support for people that are at work, people that are in the nursing home, or I guess they don't call them nursing homes anymore, assisted living.
Yeah.
Sweet. And, they're on a fixed income, too. They don't always want to just.
Well, and you want some different entertainment. And the thing is that we can do, and hey, I watch the major networks for sports all the time. But what we can also do is we can customize it to where if we know somebody's out there, like we were talking about the Super Bowl, we can say hi to that person and we can comment on it. By the way, I am going for the 49ers. I'll get to that here in a second. That foul is going to go against Arlington. Their 19th foul, and the foul will be called against Nick Lewis' second. Vasienko to the foul line once again.
Oh, here's a good comment. North Korea are probably watching this game. They love basketball.
Oh, boy. Hey, but whatever, as long as it's clean, we don't mind saying it on the air.
That's right.
But we have a good time with this. But, yeah, we can reach out and touch. And the reason I grew up a 49ers fan because I'm from South Seattle and the Angle Lake area, and we didn't have the Seahawks when I was real young. And then we got the Seahawks in '76. I certainly became a Seahawk fan, but it was easier back then because the Seahawks, well, their first year they were in the NFC West. Then they went to the AFC West through 2001. Driving in. Oh. Now they have cut down a lot on those turnovers, and that's made a big difference in this second half. They had 10 of them in the first half. But at any rate, it's tougher because the 49ers and the Seahawks are obviously in the same division, and there's that rivalry, especially cranking up again this year. And I was pulling hard for the Seahawks. Always do.
I always like the rivalry with Denver.
Oh, me too.
How often did you see that Bronco head, whatever that was, that they put for Elway?
I know. That's a great point. That is truly what I loved about the Seahawks being in the AFC West. They had the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Chargers. I don't enjoy them being in the NFC West as much. I love the AFC West. And I'm happy with it for the 49ers in the NFC West. But that's been where they've been at. Jan Wagner coming through. Arlington back to a 13-point lead, 15 seconds to go. I think it's going to be a great battle and pretty even going in, with how things have gone. Patrick Mahomes is certainly a great emerging elite quarterback in the NFL, and that is the end of the third quarter. 45-32 our score. We go to the fourth quarter. Arlington up by 13. This is STSPN.com.
Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We're back live here going to the fourth quarter. Arlington is leading against Everett 45-32 in boys basketball. Mark Aucutt along with Todd Elvig. 10 team fouls for Arlington, 8 for Everett. And I want to give two thank yous out for a couple of more great sponsors. McDaniel's Do-It Center, you saw the ad there during the break, and also Fred's Rivertown Ale House. Thank you so much for sponsoring our games. We
McDaniel's been with us since we started.
Since day one.
Yep.
Now, we should do, since we're getting great responses, this game rolls along, and we don't want to lose track of that either. But we seem to be getting some good feedback on the Super Bowl. Maybe we could ask these people to say who they're picking, and we can announce their name. Are you good with that?
I am good. So, yeah, sound off on the chat there on who you're picking for the Super Bowl, and we'll give you a shout-out.
Excuse me. We'll get you on. We'll mention your name.
It's funny, during the Everett Montlake Terrace game, one of the Montlake Terrace parents came up and said that Grandpa was watching from somewhere in Indiana, Greenboro or Green something.
Wow.
And I can't remember exactly where it was, but after the game, we gave a shout out to Grandpa, and after the game, she came over and she said he was just tickled that he was announced on his grandson's game.
Well, that's the kind of thing we can do for you. And we obviously wanted to be very professional in our presentation, but we include that as part of the professionalism. If you're chiming in and Todd has got constant information on that, got something worthwhile, we'll put it on the air. We'll mention it.
Yeah, no, we like to be very professional, but we also like to be able to offer something that, you know, the big networks can't do.
There is traveling called.
Ooh,
well, it's
ouch.
A 12-point lead for Arlington. Their biggest lead has been 16 twice here in the second half. They were up by 3 points at halftime, led by 1 point at the end of the first quarter. And looking at the scoring, Vasienko is having himself a great game with 17 points. Have you had him chosen as a player of the game?
We have.
Okay. Well, and Arlington right now is on top, but talk about a balanced scoring game. There's nobody with more than 6 points. They've worked a lot of guys. They have a total of 10 players that have scored. There's one of them right there, although a miss for Ryan Brown. And we got a foul
over the top there? Or what?
Yeah, after the ball came off the rim. Are you getting anybody saying, hey, this is who I'm pulling for?
Well, let's see what we got
here.
Who
you got there? I won't mention his name or their name. You can certainly go and do that.
Let's just go with I don't know how to say his name because it doesn't sound right to come across with that name there.
Yeah, we might want to. He does say Chiefs.
Yeah, Royster.
Royster, is that it?
Yeah, let's go with that.
If we can say the first name.
Well, no. Yeah, that's a little bit funny there. Billy, Mike
He's
H
going
says,
Chiefs, so Royster's going Chiefs.
Mike H is going 49ers.
Good job, Mike H. Mike H has chimed in before, hasn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah. He's a regular.
Thank you, Mike H. We got a couple there. Let's see if we can get a couple more.
Let's see if we can see what Billy Cutter's doing here. I think he was going to.
All right, Billy Cutter. Who you picking in the Super Bowl? Arlington coming out of backcourt. A little over a minute into the fourth quarter. They're up by 11 as Everett kind of creeping back into this one. Worked around beautifully and nailed. That is Ethan Martin coming through with the three-pointer. That is his first three ball of the game. He has a total of 8 points. And we got a foul the other direction. This is going to go against Arlington. They're already deep into the fouls in the second half. The foul is going to be called against Will Abram. For him, it's his second foul. And 2 shots for Fasienko.
Did I tell you I like the scoreboard here, too, because they have different colors for whether you're up or down. Or
Yeah, that is nice. That's one of the modern enhancements. Now, have we got it? Are these Daktronics here, too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We like Daktronics.
Very much so. Well, they are really the industry standard across the board. Other companies try, but Daktronics has got so much into this and just the years of experience. And you also see them out there on road signs and different things like that. I mean, they're not just sports. But the biggest thing is that when you're dealing with this, whether it be what Todd's dealing with and what he does, and we're going to have a foul call coming up, that is going to go against Jeremy Reed. That's his 5th foul, 9th team foul in shots for Arlington. But Daktronics is you can for service, and with Todd, what he does is hooks his system here. In this case, it would be, what is that, Alienware?
No. Well, we have a scorebot.
You have a scorebot. That's another thing.
That connects to the scoreboard, which is not free.
You let people know it's not free to have that.
And that's why you enjoy the shot clock, the game clock, and the score all on the scoreboard there on your screen.
Yeah, so I mean it's a collection of different things that we have to make this all work. So you plug into that or connect on that, and you're in sync with the scoreboard and the shot clock. It's not like it just magically happens. You don't snap your fingers. You got to make a phone call.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I actually witnessed that earlier. All right, Arlington is up by 13 points. 6:09 to go. Great follow-up. Doesn't get any better than that. Joe Schmidt coming through. Averages 13 points per game. He's got 11. Just cannot hit those outside shots. So actually he had 9 when I was looking a few minutes ago. He's close to his season average. Just trying to think who stands out on the Arlington side. And we've seen a good performance from Ryan Brown, just leading on the floor out there. That's one of them. But also, again, Joe Schmidt, I think, he's just one of those guys that's scored a quiet 11 points, but take 11 points off the scoreboard and it's only a 4-point game. Brown almost up and down. Eagles in front court trying to cap this one off. Improved to 5-3 in Wesco 3A play.
Who do they got above them?
I will be glad to mention and share that with you. Here we go. They're going into front court more now on the half-court offense. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Better go. Brown. Nope. Well, his sister, Peyton Brown, who moved on to Central, she could hit those outside shots. She hit 8 3-pointers one time, and I think that was either freshman or sophomore years. Mike Buchholz and I were doing that game. We're just like, wow. And that is a basket for Ronnie Kildall. Kildall's got 6. Down to an 11-point lead for Arlington. Their biggest has been 16. Eagles in front court with the black uniforms. Underneath, back door, and a foul. He's going to get 2 shots. And that's going to put both teams at double bonus the rest of the way. Again, our officials, Philip James, Jeff Helmer, and also Darren Lingle. And let's check that foul. That's going to go against Jamari Reed. That's his 5th, so both brothers have fouled out of this game. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. 2 brothers fouling out of a game. Well,
we had them up here
part
for
of why it's unique.
One of them was up
every
here
game.
for player of the game, I believe, and he brought the whole team up.
Oh, that's nice. But you only give away 1 T-shirt,
that's
so
correct.
They got to touch it.
But they brought up the championship belt.
That's nice.
And, Everett, they have a lot of fun together.
With that in against Cascade, right?
No, that was. Is
that another one?
They carry that belt around and bring it out when they win, and a little bit of fun.
That's
for the
off
team.
the mark. Not looking good for the belt tonight. I think we had a lane violation. So here's how it breaks out again. In Wesco 3A, Stanwood's on top. They're 7-0, 11-2 in league. Then you've got Marysville Pilchuck 6-0 and 10-2. Followed by Montlake Terrace at 4-1, 9-2. That would be a favorite of Steve Willits, right? He would be the voice of doing all the Montlake Terrace games in Meadowdale, right? That's kind of his region there.
That is, and I think we've got him doing the Meadowdale Marysville Pilchuck game.
Oh, okay.
Thank you to Meadowdale for bringing us in.
Yes, thank you, Meadowdale. Down there officially in Linwood.
Ooh, steal.
Meadowdale Mavericks. There's not going to work out for them.
Oop.
14-point lead. Arlington in the front court. Good pass to find him across the way, off the glass, too hard. Gulls go the other direction, coming up on the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. Every possession counts so much right now. Underneath, no. Second try, yes.
There we go.
Gets it done. Daniel Woodard, he has 6 points, all in the second half. 12-point Arlington lead. This is STSPN.com, our presenting sponsor, Speedway Chevrolet in Monroe. Ross Kelly connects. 14-point lead. Speedway Chevrolet, part of the great Lee Johnson family of auto dealers. And Clarissa Thompson doing those ads. She's a very good spokesperson.
She is.
The Lee Johnson family of auto centers and also, of course, Speedway Chevrolet.
And that
16-point
spokesperson
lead.
job's not easy.
No, you got to, the biggest thing is being genuine. And she knows the great job that they do, and hopefully she sells a lot of cars. Plesienko connecting on that one. He's over 20 points in the game. Down to a 13-point deficit, but it's kind of fluctuated between 16 and 11 here for some time. There's a push. No doubt about that. Peter Wilson should be called for the foul, I believe. Again, it's going to be 2 shots no matter what. Wilson called for his second foul. So, again, going through the standings, you've got Meadowdale, Edmonds, Woodway, both at 4-2. Arlington right here at 4-3. So, let's see. They would be just out of 4th place. Then Shorecrest 3-2. Archbishop Murphy 3-3. Marysville Getchell 3-3. Cedar Crest. So, there's those 3, Murphy, Getchell, and Cedar Crest. All tight at 3-3. Shorewood's 2-3, and then Everett at 2-5. So really isn't a lot of distance between when you look at like from 3rd place to 12th place. It's just a matter as to how these teams, you got to turn it up right now. This is a crucial point in time. So for Arlington, this is game number 14.
I don't know if we mentioned, but Mike H. chooses 49ers and Billy Cutter's Kansas City.
Well, we were waiting on Billy, so Billy's going Kansas City. Seems like the Chiefs are leading in the poll right now. Well, if you count me, no, I don't think so. But well, what about you? Who are you looking at? Who are you pulling? You're a huge football fan.
I think I don't think it's even a question. I'm sorry, but when I watched the 49ers destroy Green Bay, they just looked too smooth.
Well, I like the sound of that, but it's going to be a timeout out there on the floor as it's called by the Arlington Eagles. They're up by 15 points, 2:25 to go, 4th quarter. We'll come back with more action here on STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to say to Mike H., you don't have to say your last name. Mike H. is fine. But where are you at geographically? I just kind of know where some of our people are, even Mr. Cutter, where he's at.
Yeah, everybody chime in and tell us where you're at.
You don't have to give us your full name or anything. Just where are you at? I mean, are you in Everett, Arlington, Snohomish, Monroe? I don't know. It's kind of fun to know where we're
City?
Kansas City, as a couple people appear to be. Yeah, the 49er thing is just really kind of very much surprised me. And a steal and basket. Milam gets it done. 13-point lead, less than 2 minutes to go. Might see some fouls to slow things down. Oh, they moved it so well again. Ross Kelly connecting. Back to a 14-point lead, but coming up on 1:45 to go in the 4th quarter. This looks like Arlington's ball game.
Well, I tell you that, even with Everett being down, I think that they have played some of their best basketball we've seen this year.
They really have played very hard, very strong. Again, the problem for them is,
Are they young?
Yeah, they've definitely got some youth on this team. At the foul line and attempting a couple of shots is Milam. So let's go through that, as a matter of fact, while we have the time. Foul that time was whistled against Will Abram, his third. So for the Everett Seagulls, oh, yeah, they definitely are young. You got Daryl Milam, who's at the line right now, is the only senior on the team. And then you've got a total of 7 juniors and 4 sophomores.
Wow.
That says young. So you give Bobby Thompson a chance, and this is his alma mater. School means a lot to him. He bleeds the blue and gold. So does his sister, Jeannie. I am so excited to see Jeannie as a head coach again. She was assistant coach last year. We spent so many years with her at Jackson. The great run that she had there with the Kingma sisters and the great players that came out of Jackson. And then Jeannie stepped away for a while, still teaching chemistry. And now she's over here at Everett, her alma mater. That's just a great – and her brother's the boys coach.
Yeah,
I just love it.
I took from the interviews that she was charge. Yeah, I think she was she was her arm was twisted a little bit at the beginning to get her to come back, but she's loving it.
That's what you like to hear. Foul this time is going against Daryl Milam, his second. Again, that's an offensive foul, so it's just going to give the ball to the Arlington Eagles. Yeah, and really, it is a commitment. I mean, you just don't show up, and especially when you're someone like Jeannie, who puts her heart and soul into it so much, you don't just – and has a great track record and a legacy to protect. You don't just show up and, do it here and there. You show up full bore.
So we got some locations here.
All right, hang on just a second. Oh, and a miss. Oh, nice follow-up. He did a great job getting to that ball. 30 seconds to go, fourth quarter. This is going to go to Arlington. I'm going to go ahead, if you're good with it, and go with Joe Schmidt as our player of the game. So we'll have to figure out a way to get him up here, or do you just want to?
Yeah, we'll just run down to the bar there and yell at the coach.
Okay. That would be the bar on the facility, not Fred's Rivertown Ale House. So,
okay,
we want to make that distinction.
So
but after the game, you go over to Fred's.
We've got Bogdan, who's coming, who's from, all he says is Cali.
So he's down in California.
And Billy Cutter, he's Livingston, Montana.
Come on. Now, has he come in before? Has he been with us before?
Yeah,
So he, from Livingston, Montana.
He watches quite a bit, actually.
The Big Sky State, and he's watching us regularly?
He says.
You got to like that. Thank you, Billy.
Mike H. is in the Snohomish area.
All right. Got a couple of shots coming up here. By the way.
Ooh, that must have been a technical.
I think so. I got a report from the Quality Control Office for STSPN down in King County at the Magnolia Quality Control Center that everything's coming through just fine.
Perfect.
Yeah. We always like to make sure that the
that's a good report on the Alienware.
Yeah, the Alienware, and then the Debbie is down there, so hello to her. And hello to Susan, your wonderful wife, who I actually finally got to meet in person.
Well, I got to tell you,
woman.
I got to give my hat off to Debbie for putting up with you.
And that works both ways. And I told your wife that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you did.
And the thing is it comes out as you go, hey, thanks for, again, as I say, thanks for letting let him go this many nights to do all this. She goes, no, it's my pleasure. Get him out of here.
Yeah, get him out of here.
And but no, we got it. The special significant others in our lives, and we really appreciate that. And love them very much. Arlington with the basketball. Well, and they get to be a part of this. I know Debbie will join us again at some point. 60-47. That's the final score. Arlington picks up the victory, and they go 5-3 in conference play. We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to go chase down Joe Schmidt, and we'll get him on the postgame show. Stay with us.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Victory for the Arlington Eagles over the Everett Seagulls. Eagles and Seagulls out here tonight at Everett High School, and Arlington picks up the victory. They go to 5-3 in Wesco 3A. And hey, great job there, Joe.
Thank you.
And you know, we just were talking as it was going along, and such as to okay, you get to the point where we go, who's going to be the player of the game? And I'm looking down, I'm going, you know, Joe's really been quietly putting together a pretty solid game here. You come up with 14 points, and we award you the Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game T-shirt. So great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so tonight, you come out here against Everett. Actually, you guys matched up well in the first half.
Yeah.
Tell us about coming out the gate right there, and you guys got up on them 7-2, and then they did take a lead briefly. But tell us about the dynamic in that first quarter.
I mean, they definitely have some high pressure on our guards. We're not used to that, so I mean, we had to overcome that. But we came out with great energy. I wouldn't say our focus was there, but yeah, after halftime, we kind of figured out that we need to start setting high screens, getting our guards, so we can set up our offense. But yeah, first half definitely high pressure, so it was hard to set up our offense.
Arlington, long, great tradition there, and Nick Brown in his 12th season. That's got to work out, and his son, obviously, Ryan, doing a real good job running the court out there too.
Yeah, for sure.
So it looks like the combination works out real well with you all.
Yeah, the chemistry is definitely there. Yeah.
So 5-3 right now. You guys are right in the thick of the Wesco 3A hunt, and you got the postseason around the corner, still ways off. This was game number 14. So where are you at right now? You guys have, I think, 6 games left. going into that stretch?
I mean, we have a really big week coming up. We got Edmonds, Woodway, Pilchuck, and Stanwood. So
Oh, yeah.
top 3 in the league. So big week coming up for us. So it's a good week for us to prove for ourselves.
Karen Brown, wife of Nick Brown with her Alaska Airlines phone cover, is going to take your picture right here. She's one of our favorites, and we got a lot of mutual friends. So, Joe, go ahead. I'm going to get out of the picture. Get your picture taken on TV and everything. Wave it. Look at the camera there. All right. This is what happens to the victors go the spoils. So you get the T-shirt. He's a proud Arlington Eagle, and we look forward to coming up there at some point and seeing you guys again. Joe, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Player of the game. You bet. Take care. And that'll wrap us up. 60-47 the final score as Arlington wins against Everett. And more coming up this week on STSPN.com. Mark Aucutt for Todd Helvig saying winning is for tonight, but sportsmanship is for a lifetime. Take care, everybody.